Okay, so I hope you can see um, the screen. All right, let me know if you can't. And then there is a black bar I think you can see at the bottom, but I can't seem to get rid of it. That's my control panel. So I'm trying to move it away from the presentations as far as possible. Okay, so I'm going to be telling you a little bit more about the Master of Science Life Sciences program. This program has been running in NIE for more than 20 years. We started in 2004, but of course the structure of the program was different and it's evolved over time. All right, so what I'm presenting to you now is the current program structure, right? And what to expect from it. Okay, so this is the Master of Science, Life Sciences, and people who take this course or who are interested in this program, perhaps they want to deepen and broaden their knowledge in the content sciences that are being taught, or they want to apply the knowledge to solve certain multidisciplinary issues, right? That they may be facing in their work, or they may be just interested in knowing about. Okay, under this program, there are three specializations. So, which specialization you may be interested to apply for would depend on what your BSc program certificate says, right? So you may have majored in more chemistry or biology or physics in your basic degree. So you would probably be interested or be eligible for the equivalent specialization. So there's chemistry, specialization in chemistry, there's a specialization in clean energy physics, and there's a specialization in environmental biology. Okay, so who should enroll in the program? In the past, if people who enroll in the program or apply for the program want to upgrade their skills, knowledge, and be inspired, right, to excel in this particular interdisciplinary realm of life sciences, right? But then we focus on science and technology. Some people want to upgrade their basic knowledge and basic degrees so that they can perhaps move up in that career or pursue a higher degree, all right, in a related area that they're interested in. So science-related industries, for example, you may be in the biomedical industry or bioengineering or clean energy industry, or even in environmental science industry. All right, so this program will help you upgrade and increase your knowledge and enrich your perspective, right, of these topics, these specializations. And of course, if you are interested to be a leader in your own particular profession that's related to the specializations that we are offering, okay, you may also be interested to enroll. So just to show you, because I said at the beginning that there are over 20 years of this program being run, right? So this is just a snapshot of some of our graduates, right? People who have enrolled and who have successfully graduated with a Master of Science Life Sciences in NTU, right? The certificate is an NTU certificate. So many are teachers from schools and junior colleges. We also have primary school, secondary school teachers. There are educators from the institutes of higher learning as well, polytechnics and ITE, who have also enrolled in our program. People who work in the science or biomedical industries, like laboratory technologists and chemists from industries. People who have embarked on a career maybe in more related to research, science research. So we have had people who have been working in Temasek Life Sciences Lab, Duke Medical School, NUS, pharmaceutical companies, right? These are people who have pursued research careers. We also have people who come from all walks of industries in Singapore. So officers from the zoo, NEA, AVA, not really AVA now, right? We call them the Singapore Food Authority, hospitals and NParks, as well as research institutes, right? These are some of the people who have enrolled in our courses, in our program. Pharmacists, even police officers, right? From Singapore Home Team, Armed Forces, Air Force. These are career armed forces people who want also to seek to pursue a high degree, right? And we have had of late international students from Malaysia, China, and Indonesia, right, who have also signed up in this program. So what do you need, right? What are the entry requirements for you in order to be eligible, right, to enroll in the program? Firstly, very importantly, is a good Bachelor of Science with honors degree or equivalent, right? And I understand some universities may not have an honors program, but they may have an equivalent program, right? So you either a BSc with honors degree or equivalent in the relevant subjects, right, for as the specialization that you're applying for, or alternatively, a good Bachelor of Science degree equivalent to the specialization that you're applying for, and at least 1 year of professional working experience, right, related working experience. And if you are an international student who is interested in the program, there are also additional requirements, and one of them is the TOEFL. The scores are given there, minimum score 580 for paper and pencil examination or 92 for internet-based examinations. And as well, very importantly, the International English Language Testing System, IELTS, right? These are people from overseas who may come from different universities and they study in different not in the English language. So the IELTS, you need to have a minimum score of 6.5, right, in order to be eligible to enroll in this program. What is the structure of the program like? There are two routes. One is you do entirely coursework, right? Coursework, that means 8 courses in total. But there's an alternative, particularly for those who want to pursue it part-time, because there's more time, right, to pursue a dissertation. If it's a coursework with dissertation, then you do 6 courses and a dissertation. All right. The structure is for a part-time program, right? If you decide to sign on as a part-time in the part-time program, is you complete it minimally in 2 years. Maximally, you're giving 4 years of candidature. In a full-time program, you can complete it in 1 year or 2 years, right? 1 to 2 years. Now, this particular master's program currently is full fee, right? There are no subsidies in our program, including for Singaporeans and PRs. So what is the delivery mode like? What can you expect to attend, right? The classes that you're going to be attending if you are enrolled in the program. For part-time program students, you have 2 evening classes in a week. All right, so part-time classes are face-to-face lessons held in the evenings. Our class times are 6:30 to 9:30. It may be adjusted to start at 6 if the entire class is available, right? Because many of our part-time candidates are working adults, right? So you work in the daytime and then you come in for night classes. However, if you enroll in a full-time program, classes may be conducted for you in the daytime, right? So typically the time is about starting at 10 o'clock to 1 p.m. or in the afternoon 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. All right. So face-to-face lessons can also be in the form of lab. So there are practicals that are conducted in the lab or field trips, right? So we conduct, especially for the environmental biology specialization, our field trips are held on Saturdays usually because that's the day that people are free on weekends for some of the courses. All right. Some lessons may be held on an e-learning platform, right? So it's online. Whereas most of the lessons are face-to-face, right? So lectures, tutorials, practicals are held at NIE campus, right? Because we have the facilities for you here, for you to conduct experiments in the lab, all right? Or conduct discussion sessions. Our semester typically runs 13 weeks, 13 teaching weeks, all right? With a 1 week recess in the middle. All right, so this is both the January semester and the August semester, right? Typically at 13 weeks. So in the breakdown of courses, full-time students do 4 courses per semester. So if you do 4 courses each semester in 2 semesters, you should be able to complete your program and graduate, right? Whereas part-time students will only be able to do 2 courses per semester, 2 night courses per semester. All right, at the bottom I have a link that you can go and find out more about our program. I will illustrate to you later on, right? So you can read a little bit more about the program. All right, so let's go through specialization by specialization and what the courses are for each of the specialization. So for all 3 specializations, chemistry, clean energy physics, as well as environmental biology, there is a core that everyone needs to do, right? And the core is science communication. So the core program, everyone sits together, right? In order to learn together. All right, science communication. And then apart from that, each specialization has 3 required courses. So it's like a specialization course unique to your specialization, right? So these are the 3 for the chemistry specialization: separation and analytical chemistry, chemistry of biological systems, as well as materials chemistry. So see, these are the 3 required courses that you must do, right? If you are in the chemistry specialization. Then on top of that, there are electives of which you can select, right? From which you can select in the course of your program, right? So if you are doing a coursework only program with no dissertation, then you have to pick 3 electives, right? So these are some of the electives that are being offered in the chemistry specialization, right? Asymmetric synthesis, bioactive natural products and their derivatives, current topics in environmental chemistry, green chemistry, medicinal chemistry, and metallomics. All right, so this is the chemistry specialization. All right, let's go to the next one. In the clean energy physics specialization, there is still the core, that is the same core, which is the science communication. And then the 3 required courses for clean energy physics are global energy systems, for photovoltaic physics and solar cells, nuclear physics, and fission energy. So all related to the topic of clean energy. All right. I have a question here. Okay. All right. So in the chat box, I think Serafina has already put in the link, right? So you can actually have a look at the link directly to the website, where you can query and maybe read the synopsis of these courses. Okay, and some of the electives that are offered in the physics, clean energy physics specialization are plasma physics and fusion energy, nanotechnology, physical methods for the analysis of energy materials, applied quantum mechanics, medical physics and imaging, lasers and photonics, and molecular spectroscopy. All right, now let's look at the last specialization that is offered under this program, and that's the environmental biology specialization. So again, the core, science communication. The 3 required courses for environmental biology specialization students are global environmental change and vulnerable ecosystems. All right, so that particular course requires a compulsory overseas field trip, right? That's held usually over a weekend during the semester. And I bring the students to Bintan, where we will be doing some field studies out there, right? And actually doing field work and collecting data, research data. Second one is advances in ecology. And the third course is physiological and molecular responses of plants and animals to environmental stress, right? So these are 3 required courses for environmental biology specialization. And some of the electives that are offered, of which you pick 3 if you are doing a coursework only program, or 2 if you're doing a coursework with dissertation. These are the electives. It's environmental health and toxicology, conservation and management, chemical ecology, and contemporary topics in zoological sciences. All right, let's carry on. Okay, so I just like to play for you a little bit of feedback as well as reflections from past graduates of our program. All right, so it's just a video that's running automatically. Oops, it disappeared. Okay, there you go.
Hi, my name is Andre. I'm a part-time graduate student in NIE while teaching physics and engineering in a local high school in Singapore. I have taken several courses under the Clean Energy Physics specializations under the Master of Science, Life Sciences, such as molecular spectroscopy, plasma physics, fusion and fission energy. These courses have been helpful in my journey as a teacher and research mentor for my students, as I get to learn deeper about clean energy sources, especially nuclear fissions and fusion. These courses are cutting edge and relatable to today's context. Sessions were engaging, and even though it was conducted in the evening, I look forward to attend the lesson. I remember the hands-on lessons that we did for molecular spectroscopy to identify the CO2 gas by burning mosquito repellent and putting it to the high-resolution spectrometer machines. Or when we learn about nuclear fissions, we learn how to simulate the trajectory of particles under the electric and magnetic field. It was fun, and beyond the theoretical physics, you will also learn coding and simulations. The best aspect of taking these modules were the professors. More than just getting good grades, they focused on making sure that we understood and learned something through the module. They were patient and willing to go the extra mile to help us learn and understand the concept. It was indeed a positive learning environment for us. If you are considering taking modules from the Clean Energy Physics specializations, don't hesitate further. It will be one of the best decisions that you make while studying in NTU NIE. See you around.
Hello, my name is Leon. I have graduated with a Master's of Science, Life Sciences, and I specialize in environmental science. For me, throughout the program, I've received plenty of help from the lecturers who are passionate in their subject, experts in their respective field, and they are all approachable. Most importantly, we are all constantly challenged to think at a higher level in class with the discussion, projects, and assignments given, and we were given numerous opportunities to gain hands-on skills in the field. For me, it was the field trip in Bintan that was definitely very memorable for me, where I had so much fun with the lecturers and my friends. These skills that learned definitely helped me in my career as an environmental scientist.
Hi, my name is Marliana Aizudin. I'm a graduate in the Masters of Science from the Life Sciences program. The Masters program is very comprehensive, and one of the advantages is a small student-to-teacher ratio, making it easier to interact closely and also clarify our doubts. One of my most memorable experiences is during the dissertation round, where I get to be exposed to the different characterizations instruments available. I get to hone my experimental skills, broaden my knowledge, make great connections, and also accelerate my career growth. Not only that, the professors here are highly experienced professionals in their respective field, and they are very supportive and truly provide the best for their students. Having seen all of these, so my master's program has been truly rewarding.
Hello everyone, I am part of the MSc in Life Science program in which I have opted for the Environmental Biology specialization. During my very first job, I was working in a marine biology lab, and that is where I developed an interest for environmental biology, and that's why I took up this program. Right now, I am in my final semester and I'm nearing the end of my master's degree, and I have thoroughly enjoyed all of the courses that have been taught as they are very interesting and the teaching is very enjoyable too. For example, in one of the modules called Conservation and Management, we get to do an island survey of St. John Island as part of one of the projects in the module. This makes the learning very enriching and fresh. And other than that, there's also a lot of discussions that are encouraged in the classes by the lecturers. And for example, one of the modules, Advances in Ecology, we get to do a lot of classroom discussions on ecological concepts to discuss our viewpoints and thoughts about it. This makes the learning very holistic and it encourages critical thinking as well.
All right. So just to tell you, just to let you know, if you do enroll in the program, this is the breakdown of the people who are involved in the MSc Life Sciences program. So we have Associate Professor Teo Teng Wee. She's a chemistry lecturer and she's our head of department. We have two deputy heads in the program. AP Associate Professor Tan Ek Leng and Associate Professor Chu Shit Fan, right? So my name is Dr. Beverly Goh. I head the Master of Life Sciences program, but I also coordinate the environmental biology specialization. So the clean energy physics specialization is coordinated by Professor Rajdeep Singh, and the chemistry specialization is coordinated by Dr. Peter Lee. So during the course of the program, you may be taught by any one of us, depending on the specialization that you enroll in. So that is the end of the presentation. Do you have any questions that you can share, or you can put it in the chat if you are interested in finding out a little bit more about the program? Okay.